every player's dream is to play World Cup. Sometimes it's a it's a good thing that the country has qualified for a fifth time, which is congratulations to the country, because it wasn't an easy journey. Even when you check from home, you can't sit well because it's too hectic. Because or even if you check the South African, the last game and everyone there, it was really tense. So I would say congratulations to the nation Ghana, and then the Black Stars. They have done really amazing job. I'm still playing, so I'm working hard and then focusing on my team at the moment, which is that's what you need to do for you to be there, because you can't sit at the bench, or you can't sit and then just wake up and go. So I'm working hard in my team to help my team in the league, and then the rest will take over.
It's that time of the season again when the Black Stars has qualified for the World Cup, and the PR for other players who have not probably played in the World Cup begins. It's unfortunate, but it's that season we're in. We saw it happen in other times when the Black Stars qualified in 2006, in 2010, 2014. It's happening over again, and would like to say that apologies to players who qualified us to the World Cup. We should be focusing and highlighting on their performance and thanking those who did well and did well for us to be at this World Cup. It's unfortunate, but that is the terrain in which we find ourselves right now. I know I've done my bit by congratulating players who have done well for us. Kwesi Sebo, who came in, Iñaki Williams, who did everything for us in that win versus Madagascar. Those 3 points proved crucial in the grand scheme of things. We thank you all guys so much for helping us reach the World Cup. But unfortunately, the conversation will pop up. And the latest conversation to pop up is a former Black Stars player, Richard Ofori. Yes, I'm sure you remember Richard Ofori. He was part of the qualifying phase. In fact, he took part in the very first few games that the Black Stars took part in. In the first game versus Madagascar, Richard Ofori featured in that game. And we all know what happened in that game versus Madagascar. Ghana won 1-0 and it set us on our way. Unfortunately for Richard Ofori, after the AFCON 2024, where that incident where he touched that ball happened, things have not been plain sailing for him. The breaking news, as you saw in the headline there, is that Ofori is talking about hitching the ride to the United States, Canada, and Mexico on the back of the Black Stars. We'll hear exactly what he had to say. Names have been popping up left, right, center. It was Eddie Nketiah, it was Hudson Odoi, now Francis Amuzu, Romeo Lavia of Chelsea have their names in the conversation that are making the rounds. We'll discuss all that today, and I'll give my 2 cents about it and reiterate what Coach Otoado, if we needed any more reiterating, has said. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Click on that notification bell to get more updates. Before we get into it, as usual, as we do, I'll give a couple of shout outs before we start everything here on the channel. From Thomas Aliko, thank you so much for your comment in the last one. Lakila, thank you so much for your comment. Usman Diop, thank you so much for your comment. Orphan Detley, thank you so much for your comment. Ernest Beffo, thank you so much for your comment. Alician 6606, that's the name I see there. Thank you so much for your comment. Also Abdullah Fez Shobowale, thank you so much for your comment. Apologies if I don't get the pronunciation right. Brent 4464 as well. Thank you so much for your comment. I appreciate you guys. So the breaking news is that Richard Ofori wants to hitch a ride with the Black Stars into the World Cup 2026. Now, the news broke a couple of hours ago that Ofori, in an interview with iDiski Sport, has stated that he is determined to work hard. Now, the last time Ofori played for the Black Stars was at AFCON 2023 in Ivory Coast, where Ghana were eliminated from the group stages owing to an incident that led to a corner kick, which saw Ghana concede late on to help Mozambique draw and the Black Stars pull out of the group and out of the competition altogether. Since then, Ghana failed to qualify for the next AFCON, which happens in 2025, which is this year in December. And as they say, the rest is history. But in that interview, he expressed his ambitions of playing in the World Cup. Now, speaking ahead of Amazulu's Betway Premier League match with Durban City, Ofori said, "Yes, I'm still playing, so I'm working hard and then focusing on my team at the moment. That's what you need to do for you to be there, because you can't sit on the bench or you can't sit and then just wake up and go. So I'm working hard in my team to help my team in the league, and then the rest will take over." He also admitted that he hasn't spoken to Ghana coach Otuado recently, and whatever happens next year, he will support the Black Stars. Recently, no, I haven't spoken to the coach. But before, he used to call me, and he's a good man, so he used to check up on his players. He hasn't abandoned any player, but we focus more on the ones that are playing because the World Cup qualifiers were so intense. So sometimes you need to just congratulate them or say congratulate or say encouragement towards to them, encouragements to them, and then we try to push the guys to do the work because irrespective of anything, we are Ghanaians, and that's the same goal that everyone must have because that's the country where we come from. So we need to support the team and then we need to push the team in one direction. He's a good man. I know everything will be fine and everything will go well. So clearly, Richard Ofori is interested in the Black Stars conversation, which is quite interesting for me. I don't know, but Mr. Ofori, I think that with the goalkeeping position, it'll it's still a long way to go. Let's be honest with ourselves. 8 months to go before the World Cup itself, and with what and how Ofori got out of the national team and out of the whole goalkeeping conversation, I truly do not see how he comes back into it. But as they say in life, never say never, and I think that's the mantra he's working with right now. Never say never. Anything is possible, and so he's making us know that yeah, he's open, he's available, he's working hard, and he wants to get into the conversation of the World Cup. The World Cup is so important. That is why you are seeing a lot of names pop up recently, and every conversation is about players who have declared themselves available. Francis Amuzu, the latest to come into the conversation, and everyone else whose name will be popping up as the months and weeks go by. You should know they are lure of the World Cup. Why would you think Kevin Prince Boateng would play in the 2010 World Cup and then when in 2014 we're qualified, he comes in and plays as well? The allure of the World Cup helped him to market and show himself, and he got great deals. He used Ghana, unfortunately, but he used Ghana and he got what he wanted. So, yes, these are things bound to happen. I, however, have one word of caution for Coach Otuado. If for anything, I've heard what he has said concerning all these players, and has been emphatic in his statement in saying that he will reward some form of loyalty. Players who helped us qualified and maintain their form over the period till the World Cup comes in will go to the World Cup. Disrupting the unity is not something that he would want to do at this point in time. I'm excited he said that. So I do not have to even repeat it. I'm just going to say it that past coaches of the Black Stars have made mistakes and come out to say it. that they regretted calling players who probably disrupted the unity in the team. Maybe Kwesi Appiah would tell you he regretted calling Kevin Prince Boateng after he turned down opportunities to play at AFCON for us after the 2010 World Cup. He regrets probably calling them. There might be other coaches who regret giving players chances that they probably made us look bad for in terms of everything else and the disunity and disruption brought into the team. Mind you, there have been cases where it has all worked out fine. Players come into the national team fold, they integrate themselves, and they are amazing. We have had good examples. So it's not all bad, but let not the pressure get to you. I know Otto will cloud out the noise. He says he doesn't read sports news in Ghana because it is not good for him. Don't read it. Don't watch me. Don't watch me, Otto. I'm just also giving my opinions. I hope you do watch me, but do not because you'd be now tempted to watch others as well. But for your own sanity, let's keep it off the social media and focus on the game. Cloud out all the noise. The calls will come in and everything. Cloud it all out. Let the focus be on focusing on players and watching them in person and making your own judgment. That has brought you this far. Please stick on it. Francis Amuzu is a player who has come into the conversation. Romeo Lavia as well. He has declared himself for Belgium, but I think he's also of Ghanaian descent. Whether he will also come in is all up to the coach. I do not like to focus so much on players that will help us in the qualifiers, players that we called upon at certain points in time and did not agree to play for us. We do not have to focus on those guys. We have to focus on those that helped us, those that are available after 8 months. It's still a long way to go, and it's going to be interesting what happens in the next couple of weeks and months. But our goalkeeper Richard Ofori is letting us know that he is available for a call-up should we need him. Richard Ofori, Benjamin Asare, Lawrence Atizigi, Joseph Tete Anan, Jojo Wallacott, who is currently, I think, without a club. I've not heard the latest on it. And I didn't comment on it last time because I was not sure. I was waiting on some information. But from what all indications, I think he's currently without a club. Jojo, unfortunately, led us to the 2022 World Cup, had a finger injury that ruled him out of the whole tournament. And they say the rest is history. It was painful to watch that happen to him. I spoke to him at the airport when he came to Qatar, and it was quite a painful conversation, in my opinion. I really hope that he would bounce back. But since then, he hasn't been back into the national team fold, and he's fallen down the pecking order. Hopefully, he comes back and comes back stronger. The names have started popping up, and Francis Amuzu as well has come in. He in the past has expressed openness to play for Ghana. I don't think he's one of the guys that turned us down. So I think, as Otto said, on a case-by-case basis, we will deal with it. But what do you think about the latest one here happening with Richard Ofori? He is hoping to play for Ghana, and he says he's working hard to get into the national team conversation. Your thoughts in the comments box on everything. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day.